Hi, I'm Jason Debly. It's been a while. This summer I've been busy doing a few other things and trying out a lot of whiskey. A lot of good whiskey, a lot of bad whiskey. Haven't posted a review in a while, so I thought I would get back to it. And tonight's whiskey is a economy blended Scotch whiskey that I think everybody's familiar with. It's Grant's, but it's not Grant's Family Reserve, which is really famous, really bottom shelf. This is Grant's Cask Edition, they call it, and it's a sherry cask finish. So essentially what they do is they take Grant's Family Reserve, a cheap blended economy Scotch, and then they finish it for about 4 months in sherry casks to change the flavor profile, obviously, to be more sherried. This is 40% alcohol by volume. Probably have some artificial color called E150, and it's chill filtered. They had been experimenting. Grant's, I think, launched this in about 2011, 2012. They also released what was called an ale cask edition, which was taking Grant's Family Reserve and finishing it for 4 months in casks that held Innis & Gunn Scottish beer. Two mixed results. I didn't really care for it. Now, I don't like Grant's Family Reserve. I haven't had it in many years, but I was never a fan of it. I'm going to try it again because maybe my tastes have matured, or maybe I was too hard on it many years ago, but generally I didn't like it. And I reviewed this about 5 years ago. Actually, it was about 9 or 10 years ago. And I had issues with it, but we'll get into that later. So on the nose, it's pretty delightful. It's not bad for a cheap blended Scotch. It's apples, it's syrupy, balsa wood, a little bit of orange rind there coming through. It's pleasant for a cheap economy blend. So the bottom shelf blend is Family Reserve. This is about $5 more in Canada, about $28 in the US. You know, it's going to be a bit less. So on the palate, no surprise, syrupy, apples, a little hint of orange rind, some oak. And as for the sherry, not a lot, but there's a little bit there. And you taste the sherry on the finish. And when I reviewed this blend 10 years ago, I thought it was okay until you got to the finish. When you got to the finish, it became kind of acrid and more like caramelized onions. That's changed. The people at Grant's have improved this blend. They've improved that finish. They've gotten rid of that acrid vintage cigarette finish. And what they've replaced it with is, you know, a hint of sherry. On the palate, you got some sherry, raspberries. It's not complex, but it's a cheap economy blend. And if you're having a party or you're having a couple of fellas over, you know, I don't mind if they polish off half the bottle or even the whole bottle because it's not going to break the bank. And it's an easy sipper, and it's at a great price that tells me to tell you that it's recommended for a good economy blend. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.